What's up, gamers? This is D-Man here. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about the Halo TV show, as well as Sony with a PS5 update, as well as their subscription service and some other things. Let's get into the details. So first off, I'd like to talk a little bit about the Halo TV series. I'm hearing a lot of mixed things on it, and also that in the first episode, Master Chief reveals his face. I'm not a really big fan of that. I didn't give the show any chance, like only the first episode's out. Some people have seen the first two, and I heard the second episode's really not that good. But it's running at a 5.8 for the user's score on Metacritic right now, which is kind of in the middle. So some people are kind of liking the show for what it is, and some people are not really a big fan of it. I personally probably won't even give it a shot because I just would rather stick to the games. I don't know if it's canon or not, but like from what I'm hearing with mixed things and stuff and it not being super amazing, I heard the action's good, but other than like the action sequences and stuff, like there's a lot of issues with the show. Granted, it's early with the show, but it's kind of something that hearing mixed things, and not that it's like super positive, and I love the games, and Halo Infinite's campaign was super cool and stuff. It's just not really something I really will probably give a whole lot of a chance, especially to pay for Paramount Plus to be able to watch it. Sony Playstation 5 just had a update the other day, and that update changed the party system to how it used to be. So you know when there's people in specific parties and you can go and join that party or whatever, and they kind of made it to where what it used to be before they changed it, and now they changed it back. Sony also has unveiled supposedly, from what we're hearing, it might just be rumors, I'm not 100% sure, but that I guess their subscription service, their new Project Spartacus, I think it's called, they're going to be possibly revealing that within the coming weeks. Possibly next week is rumored that we're going to see what that new subscription service is and how it works. Now, I have heard we might have PlayStation Now as part of that subscription service, which is cool, but I'm curious if they're going to do what Game Pass does, where day one we get certain games and that are supposed to be $60 prices, and we pay just one specific like $12 a month price for Game Pass in order to be able to play those brand new games, which is such an amazing deal. I don't see them really doing that, or maybe waiting like a month or two after a new release to be able to add them on there. I think they might do something like that, because Sony has some really major titles that they make really good money on, like Horizon Forbidden West did sell really well, and God of War Ragnarok, I don't see them putting day one on a subscription service for a God of War game, you know? I just don't see it. I mean, Halo and Xbox, they're totally different brand and stuff. I know that Sony wants to compete, but I don't see them doing day one God of War and day one for specific Sony exclusives that are massive Sony exclusive titles. I see them waiting like a month for those, but I'm curious how it's going to work between PlayStation Now, PlayStation Plus. I know they're going to like combine the two, but I'm wondering what else they're going to do. I guess they might be adding a lot of PS1 through PS4 games that we can't normally play, maybe, that, I don't know, there's a lot of rumors out there for the new PlayStation subscription, so when we see anything about it, I'm going to let you guys know. Now, I want to talk a little bit about Gran Turismo 7. There's been a lot of backlash on this game. Its user score is standing at about a 1.6 right now on Metacritic, which is actually really bad because the game got a lot of backlash because of its microtransactions and Sony being a little bit greedy with it. Like, they're going a bit too far with it, as the game, for some of the best cars in the game, costed $200 to essentially be able to buy that specific car, which costed, I believe, like 20 million credits in-game, which is kind of unacceptable when you think about it. Like, that's a bit too far. Like, you can have microtransactions in your game and make it work, or make the prices reasonable in a way, but there's a lot of companies that get kind of greedy with these kind of things. And the game was fine when it first came out. Like, the reviews were pretty positive, like day one. But then they came out with an update recently, this week, that just changed the whole microtransaction system to where they costed like an overage amount of money, which is not so great. But they did just come out with an update, and they apologized for what they've done with Gran Turismo 7, and they are giving all of the players 1 million in-game credits for them to be able to spend on cars or whatever vehicles technically. I think that's the only thing you can buy. I don't know. I don't have Gran Turismo 7, so I wouldn't know. I'm assuming it's just specifically for cars. So 1 million credits could get you probably quite a few cars, but not like the really crazy cars. But I'm hoping that patch updated where the cars are nowhere near as expensive as they are for the rarest cars in the game, and that people can actually play a little less hours in order to unlock them. As it seems previous Gran Turismo games, it didn't cost quite as much to be able to buy the rarest cars in the game. Last but not least, 3 new games just released today, all at once, which is absolutely insane. Tiny Tina's Wonderland, which takes place in the Borderlands franchise. I have not played Borderlands 3, I don't know, I just never got back into it. I enjoyed the first and second game though, and the pre-sequel. Those were all pretty fun games. I mean, they're cool. But those of you who are in Borderlands, hey, you got Tiny Tina's Wonderland that just came out. I hope you enjoy it. Ghostwire Tokyo has also released today. Another game, another massive release title, first-person game. I think it like takes place in Tokyo. I don't know. I don't know much about the concept of it, but it's got like vibes of like BioShock and a couple other things in there in that first-person mode. And it looks very interesting. It's not really something that I'm gonna play, especially at the full price tag. Maybe someday when it's on sale and there's a dry spout for games or something. It's one of those games that I may play later down the line. Check it out. But if you guys are playing Ghostwire Tokyo, please let me know what you think of it. I'm very curious what some people may think of the game. Now, last but not least, Kirby and the Forgotten Land also released today. I'm going to be picking that game up, and it looks really fun. It looks really cool. If you're a big Kirby fan, you're definitely probably going to want to play this one. It gives me the Mario Odyssey vibes, but with the Last of Us type of environments and stuff. And I'm hearing it's pretty easy, but as of right now, there's no user score on Metacritic that I'm seeing. But from what I'm hearing, the reviews are pretty positive for the most part, other than the game being a little bit easy on the easy side. But it is Nintendo too, so a lot of their games aren't normally like super difficult or anything. And I don't know if they have different like hard, easy mode and stuff. Normally they don't with Nintendo because Nintendo's more of a casual thing, a family thing, you know, that kind of thing. So anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video on updates of video games and things going on in the video game world. Be sure to like the video and hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Later.